What is good, guys? It is Reed and welcome back to another video. Today I got an awesome tutorial for you guys. I'm going to be teaching you a color changing triumph. Now, this is a routine that I originally created in the Sleight Off Season 2 Episode 1. If you don't know what the Sleight Off is, I'll link a playlist up here, but it's essentially a magic competition series that I've done here on YouTube with other magicians. Stay tuned for the Sleight Off 2024, and we basically challenge each other to use certain moves to create brand new effects surrounding certain plots. So in this one I had to create a triumph using the Vernon Edition, a one-handed top palm, and I was not allowed to use any pre-reversed cards. So this is what I came up with. I remember this idea started slow and kind of built into this huge color-changing triumph, and I actually think this is one of the, if not the best routine I've created in all of the Sleight Off. Now, I will say the routine as is, there's a lot of things that I wouldn't do that I had to do because of the sleights I was given. So in this video, I am going to teach the updated handling, how I would actually perform a color changing triumph now, and that trick is absolutely incredible. So I highly recommend you take a look at this tutorial. It's going to be a ton of fun. So with all that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This is called CC Triumph, Color Changing Triumph, and I am so excited to share it with you guys. If you like these type of videos and want more tutorials, make sure you hit that like button, drop me a comment, and if you would like to check out some private lessons, you can at the link below. I also have just launched channel memberships if you want to go check those out on the membership tab if you want to help support me and get a few perks along the way. Anyway, guys, with all that said, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into a performance of CC Triumph. So here is the updated handling of CC Triumph without any of the restrictions that I was given in the Sleight Off. All right, so first things first, we'll have a card selected. Let's say they call stop right there. I'll give you that card as your selected card. Now, I'm going to riffle somewhere down the back to find about that halfway point, and I'm going to cut those off, and now we have a deck of face up cards and face down cards. I'm actually going to give these a special shuffle, face up into face down. So we'll take those cards, give them that shuffle, and now what we have is a mess of face up cards, a mess of face down cards. We can add a card here, add a card here, it really doesn't matter. We have a total mess. Now what I'm going to do, take your card, you can see it, this could have been signed, and we'll leave it about halfway down in the middle. So if we look, that's about, oh no, it's not quite halfway. Okay, let's put it a little bit deeper. So now that's about halfway, as you can see, about halfway down in the middle of the deck. So now we have your card buried amongst this chaos. Now what I'm going to do, all I have to do is wave my hand over this spread, over this mix of face up and face down cards, and if I just square everything up, give everything a blow, just like that, the cards instantly fix themselves, and now we have all the cards that have corrected themselves except for one, and that is of course your 8 of hearts. Now that's pretty cool, but it's actually a lot easier than you think, and the reason is your card is actually the only blue card in the deck. No, seriously, I know you don't believe me, but look, your card is the only blue card in the entire deck. That's a deck of fully red cards, and yours is the only blue card in the entire deck. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that little performance of the updated CC Triumph. Now the only setup for this one is you need 7 blue back cards, and then to remove those same 7 cards from this deck just to avoid having any duplicates. It doesn't matter what these 7 cards are, the setup is that easy. What you're going to do is you're going to take half the deck, flip it face up, you're going to take 2 of your random cards, place them on top of the face down packet, then place the face up packet, then place your 5 blue cards on top as your cover. And that is your setup. So you have 5 blue cards, a bunch of face up cards, 2 face down blue, and then a bunch of face down red. Now you're going to hold a break above those 2 blue cards. And you're going to say, look, first things first, I want to show you a cool trick, but we need to have a card selected. What you're going to do is a riffle force of that first blue card, but if you riffle near the top, you're going to flash that all these cards are face up. So you need to riffle in the bottom half, but if you riffle the bottom half, you'll reveal that they're red. So you need to tilt your hand this way. Don't riffle the top because they'll see the backs of those cards. So you're going to riffle the bottom half, and then it all looks congruent. So if you just riffle through the bottom half, then it looks like a regular deck. So you're riffling through, they call stop, you're going to stick your finger in that point, and I've taught the riffle force here, again, if you'd like to learn it. I come down, and I'm going to pick up at that break, forcing that point. Now I thumb off that one card, and that's going to be their card. I'm going to set down the packet from my right hand with the 5 face down cards, right? Just set it down and place this on top. Now they look at their card, they can sign it, do whatever they want. Next, you're going to say, look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut about half the cards, and now you're just, you're finding the natural break or riffling through till you find that first face down blue card, and you're gonna cut there. And you say, look, I'll take these cards all face up, and we'll take these ones that are face down. You can even thumb off some of these as a little convincer. Now the pharaoh here is what's key. There's two things that are important. The face up top card goes on top of this packet, okay? And then again, just try to get a decently even pharaoh for the top section so that your face downs are mixing fairly well with your face ups, your few face ups that you have. So you have to make sure that 4 goes on top. You also have to make sure that blue card on the bottom, because you will have one blue card on the bottom of your face up packet. You want to make sure that does not end up on the bottom, right? You want to make sure there's a red card on the bottom. So you just want to make sure it pharaohs so that the red card is on the outside and that this face up card's on the inside. And then when you do your bridge, just don't do it too big that it exposes that they're all face up, and then you just square everything up. Now we're in that position where we have, you know, face ups and face downs at the top section of the deck. And then at the bottom, somewhere you should have a few cards from the bottom, you should have a blue card. And you want to try to keep it, you know, in that top 5 or 4 cards up near the bottom so that it's not like all the way near the middle, okay? And you just do that with your pharaoh. Now, you're gonna spread through, and you're gonna do the same kind of thing where you can go through, and you wanna make sure after that second or third face up card, you have 2 cards in between. So if it happens, great, you're fine. If it doesn't happen, then you just say, look, I can take one from the bottom, it really doesn't matter. And you can just kind of go through, you know what, we'll add one here, and you're just kind of displaying this. But the goal is to have 2 cards, 2 face up cards between your third face down card, because that's the point where you're gonna cut at to get these to the bottom, and you still wanna have a face up card on the top. Credit to Danny Doherty's, we're gonna do sort of an open triumph variation. I'd highly recommend you guys go pick up that project. It's an incredible triumph, and he's got some wonderful ideas on it. So you're gonna take the selection, you're gonna place it near the top while saying, I'm gonna place this near the middle, spread through, and say, oh, that's actually not quite near the middle. And then once you get to your 2 face up cards, you're gonna cut them at that point. You say, let's actually put it closer to the middle. And you're gonna put it sticking out to the side about halfway. So now we're gonna do my kind of dribble reveal, where you're gonna dribble kind of one at a time. So you get this nice little display. And then you're gonna dribble a block, and then you're gonna dribble one at a time again. So near the bottom, I dribble kind of one at a time. Then I'm gonna dribble a block until I drop their card, and then another kind of block, and then dribble one at a time near the end. And then you can kind of come in and kind of spread this out to get this beautiful looking display. So when I'm doing that at regular speed, it's kind of like this. So I say, look, you can take all these cards here, and they're all kind of face up and face down. You can see it just makes a complete mess of face up and face down cards. And that looks totally fair, even though what we actually have is most of the deck in the middle that is completely fixed except for their card. So I'm gonna do my dribble display, kind of like that, spread everything out and say, look, all I have to do, wave my hand, give it a snap, and as I square everything up, watch how it instantly fixes itself. And now we're just gonna do a block fan. So again, I push over, I bevel, and instead of starting the fan way down here, I'm gonna start the fan, you know, a little bit past those bottom few cards, and then I'll end before I spread those top few. And you will have to practice this, it's a bit knacky, but what you get is this beautiful display, and you can kind of spread at their card, and it looks like everything has fixed itself. You're gonna pull out that card, set it down there, and you can say, and look, and that is your card. Now you tell them, look, I know that was cool, but it's actually a lot easier than you think, and the reason is your card is actually the only blue card in the deck. Now you square everything up, and you say, look, no, seriously, and that's why we don't want that blue card on the top, right? And you say, no, seriously, look, it's the only blue card. And again, you do one of those block fans, and it looks like everything's changed to red. You can square up. Now do the dribble display again, but this time you're gonna dribble a packet at the beginning, then a bunch in the middle, and then drop a packet at the end, and you have this beautiful display, and you've completed the triumph. So I hope you guys like this effect. It's a beautiful color changing deck effect. And while it is a bit difficult, I think it is a beautiful effect that is a lot of fun. I will be releasing another color changing triumph in the future that is different and pretty neat, and also a bit easier than this. So if you guys would like to learn that, please let me know, like this video, and drop a comment. All right guys, I hope you absolutely love that color changing triumph. It is one of my favorites. It's super cool, such a unique effect. Like I said, I have another color changing triumph that I can teach on the channel if you guys would like. It's a bit more easy than this, but it is still awesome, still hard hitting. This effect isn't too bad. You just gotta kind of practice it to get it down. Again, this uses Danny Doherty's sort of open triumph concepts in it, so I'd highly recommend you go check out that project so you actually understand how the open triumph works and how you can utilize all of these moves to accomplish that beautiful display and then close up and then blow, and it instantly corrects itself. And then you can kind of use this to end with the color changing triumph aspect. And it's just a great hard-hitting effect. The Sleight Off version is very cool too, but again, it is very difficult and there's a ton going on there. But I hope you guys liked it, so let me know what you thought of this effect. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment if you want more tutorials and all that good stuff. Now, as always, if you guys would like to check out some private lessons, you can at the link below. And with all that said, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.